Welcome back, everybody. Week 12 build and battle, almost to the Thanksgiving slate, one of the best slates of the year, almost to playoff best ball, almost to best ball playoffs. We got a lot of fun up the pipeline. Hope you guys are all ready for another episode of build and battle. Good luck this week. Let's go. All right, we are back, everybody. Hope you guys are all doing good today. And yeah, build and battles here again. You guys had a good week 11. I had a okay one. I didn't do as much volume, but it was a decent week. Not in terms of my DFS, but I had some nice reads that I wish I would have went a little bit deeper on. But nonetheless, that's how it is sometimes. Let's get some music going here. Let's rock this for now. So yeah, I was pretty interested in Sean Tucker, and the 12-mans didn't get enough of him there. Even played him on a DFS lineup, which I felt like was I don't know. I don't think it was crazy, and it definitely worked out, obviously. But I don't know. I'm happy that I was thinking ahead and trying to do that. It obviously didn't work out, but I don't know. I'm pleased that I was able to get there, and it just didn't work out, of course, but it's just, I don't know, one of those things that feels good to be on it, but it just, if you don't have other, you don't have the other takes that are really strong, you're not going to get anywhere. So here's my DFS lineup I did. I shot Tucker at 0.7%. Feels awesome, and then the rest of the lineup sucked. Obviously, Sam Darnold did not get there. The pieces were not awful. If that game's more it was competitive, I guess, but it didn't feel that way. So Puka, JSN could have done better. Obviously, what you wanted was Josh Allen in any amount. Josh Allen with random player, and then Sean Tucker was nutty in terms of that. But let's see what the winning lineup looked like. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's what it was. The problem was I was not on the Arizona chalk, and the Arizona chalk absolutely nuked. 30 for McBride, 36 for Wilson, 18 for Dortch. You're not going to win with that going off if you're not going to be exposed to that stack. When a 20% stack like that goes off, I'm just not going to win. So yeah, that was what my biggest miss was, just no Arizona, or barely any Arizona. But I'm happy I was on Sean Tucker at least, but it didn't matter at all. But Sklansky bucks for being a week early to Sean Tucker when he's now the backfield leader now. I guess that's cool. It's good to it feels good to know or be ahead of these things, but when you can't make it profitable, it does suck. But that's the way it is. Okay, we'll run this. And then here's my BBMDB. Look at some best ball teams here. Gonna be a tight hour and a half today, maybe a little shorter. Don't have a ton of time, but wanted to get this out for you guys. Dawg Bowl closed early because this is the last week for Dawg Bowl, but I got 15 entries in, 16 or 50, 16 entries, so I got some of those in. We'll see how that goes. Maybe I can sneak a last minute one, but yeah. Anyway, so it seems like I'm gonna get 9 teams through with a chance at 10. I'm happy with that. That's average advance rate. I'm pretty happy with that. If I can get to 10 out of 60, that's cool with me. So there's one team I'm really, really monitoring. I think it's this one. It is not this one. It's this one. No, is it this one? This one, 40%. This is the team. I really want to get this one through. Brock Bowers, Fannin, Barkley, Henderson, Pollard, Sharps, Monungai, JSN, Waddle, Pearsall, Keon Coleman, Pittman, Dobbs, Horton, Malik, Washington. This is a very fun team. I really hope it can make it through. It's got a 40% shot, so I got some work to do, but it has a chance. And then I already have one Bowers team most likely through. This sucks. Laporta's hurt. That's unfortunate. Where's my other? I have a Bowers team that's like pretty much good. Is it this one? This one. Here it is. Caleb, Gino, Daniel Jones, Gibbs, Mason, Ray Davis, Algier, Rico, JSN, Moore, Zay Flowers, Judy, Pearsall, Down, Slayton. So this one's pretty fun. I like this one. So I most likely get one Bowers team through, which I'm pretty happy about. But if I can get a Bowers Hendo team, that's pretty badass. So hopefully, I think quarterback's probably what's letting this team down the most. I'm not really sure because everything feels really good, but I think quarterback is what's letting this one down. So I don't know. Very excited for this one. Hopefully it can get through. It's at a 40% chance according to the BBMTV stuff, but I think it's got a good shot. Like these are good players that could really vault me up. Hendo coming on late. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with this one. So I hope it can make it through. Obviously missing Waddle this week and a couple other guys, but yeah, I don't know. That team is what I'm hoping for the most in terms of one that could get in, like sneak in. That feels really strong. This team's still a wagon. Got some players that are like not doing anything, but Coker's at least useful now, probably. JMO, McMillan, awesome. Ferguson, Johnny Smith, like a 0. Wish that was someone else. Like, give me that Jawan Johnson or something instead. Javante, JT just got to carry because Jordan Mason, JCM, and Ollie are pretty much useless. But not a bad team still. So, yeah, 10 teams would be cool. If I get 11, that'd be even cooler or even better. But yeah, looks like that's about it. This one has a shot. Let's see what this one's got. Hurts, Herbert, Caleb Johnson. So it's a Gibbs, Javante, Woody. So 3 running backs. AJ Brown, Rashi. Okay, that's fun. Double Tucker Craft. Sad. Likely Gesicki carry the way. 80 Mitchell, 2 out. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Just a bunch of zeros, like 1, 2, 3 zeros on this team. Probably 4. Yeah, it's tough, but it's got a chance. It's crazy this is a 2%, but it's only 30 points behind. It's pretty wicked. All right. Let's go over to Underdog. Alrighty. Yeah. A fun week. I'm excited for this one. Last chance at Dawg Bowl. Some fun low-owned options I like a lot. I think this is going to be the week I'm going to go heavy exposure to Jameis. It's going to get Jameis, going to get Slayton, going to get Wandale. Just going to be going all in on that stuff. We'll do some BR lineups, switch over to DK, do some more BR lineups, and then do Pickems, and we'll get out of here. It's the plan for the day. So let's jump into Battle Royale here. So yeah, pretty happy with BBM portfolio. I got a Bulldog team that should be able to get through. That one I'm hoping could cook as well. That's also a Bowers team, I believe. So getting lower owned Bowers feels good. This is what I want. Get Bowers to the playoffs. Bowers has a good week in week 15, good week in week 16, and then absolutely nukes in week 17. Take me home. All right. Wildcat. We'll do a Wildcat on the side as well. But yeah, I'm trying to basically just get stacked Giants. Like, give me stacked Slayton, Jameis, Wandale, Jameis, Theo. pretty much my biggest stand this week will be those three. And then I want some Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts is a good spot. Mooney, same deal there. And then my other guy is Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones just feels like he should not be undrafted. And he's like very, very much just undrafted, like fully undrafted right now. I don't know. Dude has a ceiling. Dude still looks explosive. Has a receiving role. Green Bay's defense hasn't been quite as not lockdown as they have been. And if they lean on the run a bit, it might be really good for Aaron Jones' outlook this week. Let's get JT on this team. Dog does not want to sit still. Likes to roam around when the stream goes. Revenge game narrative, easy money. Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't mention that part, but yeah, that's part of it. All right. Lamb, Hendo, Higgins, Bowers. Yeah, I'm not really I'm never really sold on what I want to do here. I'm gonna go Lamb. And the clocks are all messed up. It says 40 seconds. I don't know why it's doing that right now, but it's not 40 seconds. So the clocks are all jacked up right now. Yeah, I like Aaron Jones quite a bit. I think he should be drafted. I think he should be. I don't know. He should be around this war. He should be. I think he should be drafted every time, honestly, because I think he's a good play, but he's not. So I like him a lot. I think he should be up here probably. But yeah, Jacobs in the 6th round. It's always good value there if you can get him. Sorry, I was showing on this one. This range right here. I think he should be up here by Kenneth Walker and Jacobs. All right, on the clock we have JSN. Let's get a JSN Rice team. See how we want to do it. Yeah, so my favorite game is the Lions-Giants game. I think that game could be a little interesting. I think Dart could have made it even better. But Jameis is going to chuck it more. Sling it around more. Dart's more just he's going to get the job done. He may not be throwing as deep, but he's going to make plays and make plays with his legs and stuff. So kind of helps the receivers a little bit, probably Jameis wise. But I mean, Dart's a better quarterback by far, obviously. So I don't know if you can argue that, but I think the passing volume should be better with Jameis, and there's a better chance they go behind by a lot. Dart could keep getting close. I think Jameis, I don't think he's going to be able to do that. So he's going to fall behind and have to sling it, and that is a good for volume for Slayton, good for volume for Theo. All those guys, I think it makes a lot of sense for them to get there. Let's get some more. I think getting more Lamar makes sense. We got a Lamar team going here. Lamar, get some Andrews happening here. Yeah, we'll get a little bit of Lamar Andrews into my life. If this is the likely explosion week, I'm going to be pretty sad. I should probably sprinkle in a little bit of it, but he's just not involved enough yet. I thought he was. I mean, he could still get a big play. He's very capable of that. Let's play this. I think Henderson's overvalued still, but I'll take him at a value I could get a good combo here. I don't mind that at all. Hendo's overvalued, but if he hits the big play, he hits the big play, and it doesn't matter whether you think he's overvalued or not. He's not going to get the same workload he's been getting. But if he hits the big play, it just doesn't matter. It's just one of those things this week. So we'll go ahead and grab one of these receivers. Let's get Olave. Don't have a ton of him. And then running back, we can get our Aaron Jones stuff going. I've been liking getting a little bit of Breece Hall. I think he's probably fine. They push back even a bit. You're going to want some Breece Hall in your life. We can get Kelsey and double stack Mahomes a little bit here. I like that. Let's get Kelsey and see if we can double stack Mahomes, and then we'll grab like definitely big on Warren this week too. Warren cheap as well. Very into Warren. What else we got here? Charbonnet, Kenneth Gainwell, Ramondre. I don't mind doing this kind of fun. I don't know if that's, yeah, it's probably not great. Interesting though. You go Monty, I guess. Mahomes, Monty. You could do worse than that. Not a lot we can learn from that part of it. We'll just get Andrews and then go Brees. I don't think Brees is going to get sniped at all. Running back really falls off after you get through Barkley. It falls off so much. Oh, Hendo actually, but I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting week for running back because you get this Javonte, Judkins, and then Jacobs Q tag. It's just a lot of uncertainty. Don't feel good clicking Judkins. Doesn't feel good taking Javonte. But there's going to be a winner there somewhere, whether it be Judkins, Genty, Walker, Jacobs. There's a lot of options. So everyone has a quarterback, so we can get whatever we want. So probably just take Josh Jacobs and take Josh Jacobs when you can take Josh Jacobs in the late rounds, and then get Mahomes for free here at the end. Hendo, JSN, Rashi Rice, Kelsey, and Mr. Patrick Mahomes. Solid. This one's good. Brees to end off with. I think 80 Mitchell's worth a shot. But yeah, I'm gonna be trying to just be heavy exposed. Like this will be the week where I'm gonna have stuff that's not Jameis and not Giants, but I'm gonna live and die by the Jameis sword today or this weekend, and I'm scared but excited to experience that. Because it could be really fun. Like when you go high owned to a player, it could be extremely fun. Obviously, if the player does well or very well, you could be feeling really good because you're getting a low owned stack, 2 low owned pieces like minimum with your stack that could be good pieces to help you win. And then, yeah, just like that, multiply that by all your teams, and you're feeling good. So it could be fun. It could be bad. You know, if you're watching the Giants get absolutely blown out, he has 3 picks, and you're just like, well, those teams are just. Like that's that. Once you're looking at that, you can go to your portfolio, click on the exposure button, and see Jameis Winston, 25%, 25% of my and then you just say, okay, well, 25% of my teams I drafted this week were donations, and you're just at peace with that. But you should be at peace with, like, you know, when you do your drafts, you should be like, well, I think, you know, probably all of these teams are gonna, like, most of this is gonna be going to the. I'm not gonna see any of this back because that's just how tournaments work. But there's a chance I see, you know, 10x, 25x, 30x, 100x of this back. I have that chance, but more often than not, you're gonna be, you know, I'll see 20% of this back. I'll see 30% of it. I'll see 5%, 50%, stuff like that. So. Put it this way, I've had like one break-even week. Every other week's been a losing week, and then I had one nuke week that paid for the whole season and then some. So that's kind of just how it works. We still got time. We're week 12. I still got time to get another winning week. But yeah. Actually, no, I had 2 profitable weeks, 1 nuke week, and then the rest have just been like losing 50% or more. Because I had the week, I had the Bowers week, and then I also had like 3 Pickems hit. And then week 1 was my nuke. Always feels good to have a good start to the season. All right, so this is an engage 8. So I'll do an engage 8 and then a regular BR. But yeah, I've never really done a huge exposure stand like really ever on these, so it's be fun to have that. I mean, I've done big stands, but not like on a quarterback receiver quarterback combo type thing. Usually pretty spread out on that. I think on Jameis is like they're not. The game is not going to be like they're going to be forced to throw. It's not going to be like last week where the Packers are trying to give them a chance. They're not going to be able to run much. They're going to throw it a lot, and I think Jameis can get it done with volume. And if he has the volume, I don't think Lions defense is very, very impressive. Jameis will have a lot of volume. He can scramble a bit. I think there's a lot of positives there. Could also go very wrong. There's a lot of good quarterbacks on this slate too, but I'm willing to take the stand on them. We got the 101 and this engage 8. We'll get Gibbs. Feed the beast. Gibbs has been so explosive lately. This is what he does, but like his passing explosive has been a nice upgrade. I really like calling the play calls. It's just creating so much more explosive plays. I hope it continues for the Lions. It's just like the Lions are just like a fun fantasy team. Like you want pieces of that team. And don't get me wrong, I wish JMO was doing better early, but if he can have a good down the stretch performance, I'd be pretty happy with that. Okay, so we get Bijan or Amon-Ra here. Amon-Ra. So I'm kind of leaning towards being a little bit more underweight on the Arizona pieces. I think I just want to like not be on them this week. They're just garbage time kings, and like that's not. It's something you can hope for. Like I'm hoping for it for the Giants, but we've seen it with the Cardinals 2 weeks in a row. I don't think it has to continue happening for them. So I'm kind of just hoping that this is the week that it doesn't continue for them, and then it starts for the Giants. Like Giants get the garbage time this week. Or maybe the game's just good and the Giants are just in the game with Jameis. That could happen too. But more likely it's just garbage time. And I'd like to capitalize on the garbage time that we haven't seen versus the garbage time we've seen twice in a row. Actually, like 3 times in a row for Brissett. So that is my plan. Not going to have a lot of the Cardinals. I'll have some McBride for sure, but not a ton. Just because he's there. And it makes sense why he's there. But I won't be having much Michael Wilson. I definitely won't have much Brissett. So we'll live by that sword. Yeah, I hope it's like 50% in DFS. That would be, if it's like 40% DFS, I can't wait for that. That sounds great. That sounds like a good opportunity. Yeah, they smash again, whatever. That's how it works sometimes. All right, this is my $5 one, right? So let's get Gibbs, Hurts, and I like getting a piece from the Eagles. I like getting a piece from Dallas if I'm going to play the Eagles passing game. So we can get Devonta Smith or AJ Brown here on the clock in this one. This is the regular. So let's take a look here. Amon-Ra. Let's do Travis Kelce. Get our tight end sorted out. We'll do a Jameis team. And this one we could do Slayton or we could do Wandale. I think I'm gonna do Slayton. What's Slayton? Slayton's gonna be probably 2% owned with Jameis. Wandale's gonna be like 10, I would guess, if I was napkin math there. I don't think that really matters that much in terms of the ownership discount, but I want to have both. I don't want to have only Wandale. I think Slayton is like... Slayton just feels like the guy... Like, Wandale could have a good game for sure. He's had a slate winning week, but like, for me, with Jameis, I think like Slayton's the guy that could win you the week. Or that could like win you the BR slate. I don't really see... Like, Wandale, I could see getting you like 12 catches for 98 yards. And that's a great game. And you're happy with it. But I could see, you know, Slayton going 6 for 150 and 2, and that is what you need to win these contests. Let's go ahead and hammer some. We want a running back, right? Let's just get Aaron. Let's get our people in here. Aaron Jones. Triple. I love the triple scroll here. Get the Aaron Jones, Slayton, Winston. Not many people have that combo, and you get it at low ownership. If they're a combo that is helpful for you, that could be very beneficial for you. All right, so tight end. Let's get Juwan or Pitts on this one. We'll get one of these receivers, and then running back. Our last running back can probably just be. We could just do the double Lions stuff. We could do. I mean, probably just Aaron Jones again. I got options. Maybe I'll do Kenneth Walker in this one. Not going to have a ton of Kenneth Walker. We'll get Kenneth on that one. We'll switch over to DK after this one, and then we'll get back on to BRs. I pretty much have an idea of what I want to do with the DK one. I've just got to fill in the last couple slots, so it should be fast. All right, so we get AJ or Devonta. We'll get let's get AJ on this one. Kenneth Walker. Oh no. Kenneth Walker, and then we'll get Juwan or Pitts to end this one off. On the clock over here, easy as you like. We get Slayton and we get Jameis. Beautiful. Did one Jones, Lamar, Zay, 80 Mitchell, McBride, Warren. Can't remember the rest did yesterday. Jones, Lamar. Aaron Jones, Lamar, Zay, 80 Mitchell, McBride, Warren. So you went. That's a scroll. That's a very, very heavy scroll team. I like that. Very, very scrolly. Oh, DraftKings. Okay, that makes more sense. I was going to say, hold on a second. I was like, why is your lineup double tight end and 80 Mitchell? It could work, but it was crazy for Underdog. That makes more sense for DraftKings. Okay, gotcha. 80 Mitchell seems pretty fun. I'll sprinkle him in on the 6-mans. I played him once on the 12-man. I think I want to sprinkle him more on the 6-mans. Probably worth throwing like a Tyrod 80 Mitchell team in. I'll probably throw like 2 of those maybe. We'll see. All right, let's finish this one. And then we will get on to DraftKings. Yeah, I pretty much already know what I'm doing on this lineup for DraftKings, so I'm just going to be building it and then adding a couple pieces at the end. Problem is, I don't know. I want to play 2 Lions. I don't know which Lions I want to play. Do I want to play Gibbs, Amon-Ra? Do I want to go Gibbs, J-Mo? Amon-Ra, J-Mo? I don't really know how I want to play that one, but I'm debating. Tyrod, Mason Taylor, 80 Mitchell. Imagine. Yeah, JM likes that a lot. It's a fun little vomit stack for sure. Or I guess not fun, but an interesting vomit stack, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it is backup quarterback season, bro. Jameis time. Can Jameis get some of the Davis Mills magic and the Jacoby Brissett magic and maybe the Tyrod magic we see this week. I'm hoping that's kind of what I'm playing for. I think Luther Burden's worth a shot. I like him way more than 12 mans, obviously, but you could sprint. You could do worse than throwing him in a 6-man lineup. Definitely a guy that's like, hey, either sinks my lineup and this lineup sucks, or on the 5%, 10% chance you get him to score 25, and you're like, okay, well, here's my Sean Tucker of the week. That gets me, I get like the third highest scoring receiver at sub 5% ownership on Underdog. I think that's interesting, at least. We could do Henry. Let's just get Kyle Pitts. I wanted to get the lower owned one anyways. Kyle Pitts. All right, so we're back over to DK now. Right. Dog is going crazy. We gotta put it down. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start with Mr. Jameis. We're gonna get the double stack Wandale, Slayton, and then we're gonna figure out what Lions we want. That's my definitely want JMO. And then we either tack on a Monra or we tack on Gibbs. I think I just want to do a Monra. But it's kind of hard to say. I think I play it that way and just hope that like Monty cannibalizes a little bit of what Gibbs is doing, whether he scores a touchdown or like, maybe either of them score a touchdown and then you just want the receivers in that case. And then you get the discount on Jameis and then hope that like the 1,400 discount helps you accomplish something more with that Jameis lineup instead. We could also throw Theo on if we wanted to. We'll debate that. Let's get to running back first. All right, so Taylor is kind of off the play page to me. I like Warren. Ooh, it's pretty gross. Henry's going to be probably massive chalk for good reason. There's definitely some value there. I think Benson's not expected to play, right? Yeah, he's ruled out. So Benson will probably be back next week. Yeah, Aaron Jones feels good. I think he's a fun play on PPR especially. That feels great to me. He could get, I think that could be really fun if you play like Bam Knight. That could be really big on DK especially. You get the touchdown and you just kind of like, you sink the Brissett chalk. That is a very interesting contrarian play. I prefer playing that through the Jags running backs, but it's a very interesting play there. So you fade Arizona and then you play Bam Knight. If it was a little more clear, I would jam it. But the fact they have Carter and Bam Knight, a little bit more hard to wrap my head around, but I don't know. Let's see what we want to do here. So let's get yeah, I think we just jam Aaron Jones in there. Let's get our defense going and see what that allows us to do. Maybe we can get up to like Bijan or something. Probably can easily get to like Bijan Pitts or something. I think that might be okay. So they play early. But who plays late? Anything? Eagles, Dallas. Is that Dallas and it's raining? That's wrong, right? That's a dome. Dallas is a dome? Am I crazy? Yeah, Bijan Pitts could be a fun double there. We'll see if we can get to it or not. I don't know if I'll have enough salary. We'll see though. All right, let's see here. Let's get or Bijan Jawan, something like that. It could be really fun at the end. Defensively, I think the Jags are my favorite defense play. I like playing I just like playing the Jags there. We can go DK is kind of a fun play. Man, Falcons defense is expensive. Mini defense, Minnesota defense. I kind of like that. I don't hate that at all. They haven't been great, but I don't hate the defensive play there. I think I'll have enough to do the Pitts Bijan. So let's see what we can do. Maybe we can pay up a defense. Let's get Bijan in. Bijan, Pitts, and then see where we're at. Ooh, Jag defense. Oh, beautiful. That feels good. That feels great. That feels great. So we have the stack going early, just like a full game stack. Like, hey, Giants, or not full game stack. Well, a big stack of that game. Giants, Detroit is what you need. The receivers go off on both sides. Jameson, and Amon-Ra, Wandale, and Slayton, and then Winston goes crazy. You get the Aaron Jones stuff there. Get Jags defense. Pitts, a consolidated offense between Bijan and Pitts. I like this a lot. I like it a lot. I guess the thing you could argue is like I could just do this if you want. If you didn't want to play the double Giants, you could just do this instead and rip like I don't know. You could put someone else in here, Devonta Smith, and you could change it all up. But stacking without the quarterback, like stacking with the quarterback and without, is like been pretty sick. Like getting those, like a lot of people like. I mean you get like the Buffalo stack last week, but you play different players with it instead of only Bills. That's how you could win last week with like the Josh Allen stuff. Because if you like triple stack Josh Allen, unless you're like a wizard from the future, you probably stacked him with someone that didn't do good. So you wanted to stack Josh Allen, like you could maybe you threw Shavers or maybe you threw Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson wouldn't have been that good anyways, but yeah, like you just don't stack him at all. You play Josh Allen naked, he spreads the ball around, and then you throw on, a stack that did good last week. Like what? Who was a good passing game last week? Can't think of it off the top of my head. Let's take a look. NFL week 11. Like you play Josh Allen with, McMillan or something like that. Something weird, You play Josh Allen with, it just didn't matter because just Brissett went too crazy. Kind of doesn't defeat the purpose a little bit, but just say you play Josh Allen with. I really the only thing you'd say is you play Josh Allen with McMillan and Leggett or something, which would be weird, but there you go. Big Brad Wilson. Yeah, because I was gonna say that, but at that point you might as well have just played Brissett. So, but Josh Allen did outscore Brissett by like 20 points, like 15 points. So that would have been fine. Yeah, you play the chalk. Yeah, that's probably what won and all that stuff. You play the chalk stack, but you just play Josh Allen. I think that is actually what won some contests. So let me look. Just out of curiosity, I want to see. But yeah, it's been power. It's been strong. I've done it a few times in some other contests too, but it's definitely been strong this year. Yeah, they're all Brissett stacks. See, there's one right there. 5th place, Carl H. right here. Josh Allen. Then he had Cup. Wow, that's brutal. Yeah, he played Josh Allen with Michael Wilson, Dortch, McBride. There you go. That's it. You get those points. Like, this guy easily wins. Easily wins if he gets a good play. Like this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the lineup that should have won probably. But he just got screwed. Josh Jacobs got him 4 points. Josh Jacobs gets 19 points. He just wins. He easily wins. Or Cup gets him a little bit more, and then Josh Jacobs gets him like 14 points. Then you win easily too. So like, this is what I'm talking about. You play. Also, a good way to play the chalk stack is you throw the other quarterback on it sometimes. But when it's so cheap, it's hard to get off Brissett, which obviously Brissett worked fine. But just something to think about. Like, stacking without the quarterback, especially when the quarterback's hard to stack, makes a ton of sense. So, Cardinals is not that hard to stack. So that's why it was a little bit harder to get to that. But same thesis. Like, you play the guy with the higher upside, but you play the value plays, and it just works out. you know, you didn't want to stack. Like Josh Allen stacked wouldn't have helped you really at all, unless you cup with shavers or something here, which is just like crystal ball to get there, So, anyways, I'm happy with this team. Let's get my team built up again. We had Jameis. Yeah, we need the Giants game here. Amon-Ra. What happened to my team? Devonta Smith's in there now. Wandale Slayton. Beautiful. Let's get Amon-Ra at the top. That feels good. Get Amon-Ra in the wide receiver 1 spot. JMO in the wide receiver 2 slot. Wandale in the wide receiver 3 slot. There you go. That's how you should. That's how the team should be built. So burn the flex early, but we got Pitts, Bijan, Jags defense going late. This team's probably gonna get 4,440 fourth place, but I can't wait to watch that team in action. This feels good. I like this team a lot. So don't dupe me, bro. All right, let's get back to Underdog now. All righty. Let's import this team over again. Cool. All right, so I'll make one more lineup on Sunday tomorrow. All right, let's get back to the BRs. $104 for your boy. All right. Yeah, like the clocks are just like 15 seconds like additional. What a sick name. This guy got NFL as his name. What a badass name. Wow. I'm jealous. That's a sick name. How's your Giga leverage play? He is. He's been getting a lot of goal line carries. He's been awesome. I choose not to believe that is going to happen with my Bijan team. But he's a good play, yeah. It's really just like, can the offense move with Cousins? Like, if the offense can move, Bijan's going to be great. If the offense like stutters out and can't do anything all game, first of all, you're not going to want any Falcons. Second of all, like, it's probably the only one you're going to want is like Mooney or Pitts is going to get like 7 dump offs or something like that. But you think like Bijan should be game script proof, but he hasn't been, surprisingly. Like, you think like, okay, well, even if he does bad, he'll give me 8 catches or something. But he just hasn't. Like, it's been games where he just fully screws you. So like 4.3 points. Like, it's just, yeah, it's not great. We get JSN here. Yeah, I'm hoping that JSN's upside feels a little capped if they're not gonna be playing from behind at all. But I'm hoping that they like, okay, Darnold, you've had a couple rough games. Let's give you some easy looks to JSN. Just feed your guy the ball, get a couple touchdowns, go up a few touchdowns, and then they're gonna run the ball out. Or they're like, that Washington game where they play well on offense and they just keep letting Darnold sling it. That would be ideal for JSN because then he could really cook. So hoping that is what ends up happening instead of kind of like they get to halftime and they're up by too much on Tennessee. So then it's kind of Walker, George Halani, and Charbonnet just running the game out. I don't have many JSN Bowers. I'll probably get that. If I can't get Barkley, I'll get Bowers. But JSN Barkley will be my first choice here. So JSN Bowers team going here. We could get... Yeah, we just get Aaron Jones. We just get a... Do we just do our Giant stuff? Probably, right? Jameis Slayton. Boom, boom. Easy as you like. What's Slayton's line this week? Let's take a gander at that. 37.5 yards, 2.5 catches, 7 fantasy points. Wandale, I'm assuming it's like 5.5 catches or something. Yep, 5.5, 54 yards, 10 fantasy points. Yeah, I like it a lot. Yeah. Jameis, 224. Yeah, that could be really fun. I have some ideas of how I want to cook this thing up. All right, let's get... Well, I don't want Aaron Jones attached to every single one of my Slayton Jameis Winston stacks. Let's get Javonte or something. Let's get T. Higgins. T. Higgins, JSN, Bowers, and then let's get a running back. And the running back will be Montgomery. And then we get Winston Slayton. I really like that Montgomery angle too, because the game just like salt the game away. They let Monty run wild, like Gibbs rest for Thanksgiving, and let Monty just run wicked. That could be interesting take as well. Yeah, I really love how that team came together. It'll probably stink because it's hard to make a good lineup, but you know, it'll be fun. This is my extra point, right? Okay, extra point. He's got Bijan, and let's go ahead and go. Just start chalk there, Bijan Lamb. All right, on the clock over here, we'll get Monty and then the Giants stack. Yeah, we'll push the plane on this one. Start another one. Here you go. Here's your Bijan. We go 3 receivers: Slayton, Winston, JSN, Higgins. He's fine. All right, $7 VR draft again. Now we're back over here at the extra point. Okay, so how do we want to play this one? We could do like some Dak stuff here. I kind of like doing like a Dak double, throwing AJ Brown or Devonta Smith in there, and then we can go just full correlation brain and get like Andrews or Jawan. I like that a lot. Pickens, yeah, this is good. Pickens, we get the Dallas double, Dak Prescott, and then we can get one of AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. I think like it's really clear to me. It's like, okay, other team scores points, Eagles scores points. That's how they work. Like they've been kind of dysfunctional, but like it feels clear to me. Like, okay, team playing Eagles scores points, Eagles score a lot of points. Team playing Eagles doesn't score a lot of points, Eagles don't score a lot of points. That's just kind of that's how it's worked all season, and that's kind of how I feel. Let's go Smitty, and then we'll go Andrews, Jawan, and Dak to finish that one off. I like that. So we got Winston over here. On the clock back here, let's get another Bijan team going. Let's go with JSN 101. Gibbs 103. Gibbs 103. I would have liked Gibbs at 4. That would have been cool. Okay, so it looks like we get Slayton. So this is the time where I would take, this is a big example of a time I would just take McBride. I get Bijan McBride to fall to me. I'm just going to get that. Like, I'm just going to snag that every time. No problem with that. Not too big on the Jordan Love stuff. I might do like a Jordan Love, like a little bit of Jordan Love, but I just don't know. Like, I think Watson's the best stacking partner, but it's pretty gross. But like, you can make the same thesis between like the Giants stack. Jordan Love is like in lockstep there. Like, oh, you pick a Giants receiver, pick Jameis, and you get 2 low end pieces. You can do the same thing with him. But it doesn't feel quite as good. Let's get Olave. And then we'll take Andrews on this one. Oh, never mind. We'll take Jawan or Andrews. Yeah, I would like the Baltimore pass offense to start getting going. So we'll do Lamar on this one. Yeah, we take Andrews on this bad boy. Andrews, Dak, Bijan, Lamb, Pickens, Devonta. I like that. That's a good little single entry squad there. See if full bite die is ready to go. I'd like to do one of those. It is. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Running back, we can get Aaron Jones on this one. This will be a good Aaron Jones team. Yeah, perfect. I can just do my core or my thumbnail, my cover boys for my 3-pick pick 'em. Easy game. And then I have my I got the ideas are cooking in my brain right now. I'm excited already. Yeah. Okay. I feel overly confident about this week. It's probably because I'm making big stands. I'm like, you talk yourself into these things, but I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens. It's like you always get those things that you're like, oh, these things have to happen. That is not true. In fact, a lot of things you think are going to happen are not going to happen. Yeah. Believe it or not, that's typically how it goes. Let's see how much. Oh, okay. Well, I get Gibbs anyway, so I'll take Gibbs. I was wondering how much Taylor I had compared to Gibbs, but if you're gonna make the decision easy for me, I'll just do that. Aaron Jones, Lamar, Zay, Olave, Bijan, Aaron Jones, and McBride. Fun one. Keep it rolling for a little bit longer. All right, let's check this out here. City lost. Or they're going to lose, I mean, maybe. On the clock over here. Whenever you can get Gibbs and Lamb on the same team, you do it. All right, let's. I'm trying to get to. There you go. There it is. NCAA football is what I was trying to find. Yeah, it's gonna be Gibbs, Bowers. What about that? Another Bijan team. Yeah, I like taking all the values if I can on these ones. You just get those extra raw points, and those like take you to where you need to go. Obviously, I think you should stew some low owned pieces along with it, but you get a pretty nice advantage just like jamming in value there. I don't have a lot of JJ stuff going on here. We can get a JJ team in here. All right. So instead of, let's do Devonta Smith instead. Lamb gets there, Devonta Smith gets there, and then we can get Aaron Jones there. My last piece in. Yeah, that feels good, I think. Get Justin Jefferson on this one. This could be a Goff team. And then our tight end could be Kyle Pitts, Jawan Johnson. Let's get a Jawan team in here. Or we're just get another Lamar team, I guess. Or Jesus, Andrew's team. Yeah, let's get Aaron. I'm just gonna take Aaron Jones on this one. Fullback dive, we get Goff and a tight end. So yeah, this is my fullback dive team. We get Lamar, unstacked with Bowers, Devonta Smith, CeeDee Lamb, Aaron Jones, and Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's get Jawan on this one. All right, let's do a little bit more. Let's get another engage 8 in. If they want to get a little, just a sprinkle, let's do a Tyrod team. Tyrod, and this is my Tyrod and AD Mitchell team here. Tyrod, AD Mitchell. Maybe we could get Henry on that or something. Yeah, let's do that. David's out. That matters to you. He's been out for like a couple weeks, right? Was he out just? He's been out for 2 weeks, maybe 3, 2. Yeah, he's been out for a week though, right? So yeah, no, not really. Doesn't hurt though. Does a little bit more for Zay, a little bit more for Andrews. But I do remember that. Zay's been a bad best ball pick. He has not done anything. What is his like highest scoring game? Like what, 9 points, maybe 10 points. Lamar not being around definitely is probably the only reason that's been the case, I guess. So can't be too mad. JSN. All right. We get Barkley, I guess. That's cool. JSN Barkley. JSN Barkley. Maybe we get Andrews on this one. Sure. Or we just tack on Mason Taylor. I think I prefer to do that. Just go all in on the Jets there. No, I'm gonna do Lamar. I'm gonna do Andrews. Andrews has been pretty awesome. You're happy with 14, like 13, 14 points. You're pretty happy with, I think. We need another running back. We can go. Let's go Javante, and then we'll rip the rest there. I'm just not out on Chase Brown this week. I'm not really. I don't think he's going to do very much. Very good brush defense. They're just going to throw it. He might get some receptions, of course, but I don't see a lot happening other than that. Andrews, 80 Mitchell, and 8. Yeah, there you go. This team, this is a $5 team, 2K to first. We could do. Let's just do it on Mon-Ra team. We'll reach for a Mon-Ra, grab him. No. Okay, we get get Barkley, Amon-Ra. Bowers again. 80 Mitchell. Here's one of my only couple 80 Mitchell teams I'll have in the 6-mans. Tyrod, Barkley, Javante, JSN, 80 Mitchell, Mark Andrews. We'll do like 1 or 2 more drafts and then we'll peel out of here. What other running back do we want on this team? Let's do Brees. Yeah, definitely. I just don't want. I'm gonna do a lot of the Winston Slayton. I find myself continuing to do the Winston Slayton, Aaron Jones, and I definitely should not be doing that. So I'm not going to do that. I should try to get a Jameis Winston team with Aaron Jones and Kyle Pitts though. I'll do that now. Jameis Winston, Aaron Jones, Kyle Pitts. Problem is, this is a triple scroll, so I'm going to have to do actually 4 scrolls if you get the Giants piece with it. So that'll be an interesting team. Take 2 pieces and then just go straight. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. This will be a full, like, push the plane team. Make my first 2 picks and then just... We need a running back and a receiver. So... Yeah, we'll just take one of Henry, Barkley, Bijan... And then just grab the rest of the pieces. Easy team there. So we get Brees here. This team's gonna build itself. Okay. Darius Slayton. Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna take some. I'll take Wandale. Like I should. I would be silly to not. Okay, so we get Henry and Lamb, and then we get Kyle Pitts, Aaron Jones, Darius Slayton, James Winston. I'm gonna take Wandale, but I just think like I'm probably just like massive Galbraithing, which has been I've had some nice Galbraithing plays this year, but like I don't know. Might be Galbraithing too close to the sun, but I don't know. I'm here for it. Let's do a hurry up. I just think that like on most weeks, Slayton has a better chance of giving you the week. Like it might be like we might be talking something like 5%, and then Slayton is like 6%. But I think there's a better chance that Slayton gets you that 30-point week you want than Wandale does. And Wandale, I'm pretty sure, has had a 25, 30-point week this year. Be that with Russell Wilson at quarterback. But I think that most often Slayton has a bigger ceiling than Wandale on a week, and a half-point PPR especially. Whole-point PPR, Wandale is far ahead of him there, but on half-point, I think it makes a lot more sense to go Slayton. So I'm going to be doing some more Slayton. Long story short. I have 3 shares of Slayton and Dawg Bowl. Might be more. I just can't see it. Let's actually look for you. I have 3 Slayton shares. 3 Winston shares. Kyle Pitts, Aaron Jones. Let me take a look here. Slayton. All my Slayton teams attached to Wandale. That would be sad. They are not. So I got one Winston team that has Theo Johnson instead. That's fine. In Dawg Bowl, you don't need the ceiling, but I have the ceiling if it ends up being Wandale. I mean, honestly, the problem really is the fact I don't have any Robinson without I don't have any Robinson without Slayton, which ended up, Slayton's gonna give me 2 for 20, and Wandale's gonna go off. But no, I think it makes sense. Slayton more likely to get you the touchdowns you want and the big plays. Wandale could get you as a much safer floor for you. He's more likely to get you 12 points, but Slayton's more likely to get you 30 and win you the week. I think that makes sense. That's my final take. All right, so we'll do this. We'll do our hurry up. We'll do BR. One more BR. One more Wildcat. One hurry up, and then we're about done here today. Cool. Solid stuff. So hurry up's going. We got this team's about to be done because I just already have it built. Henry, Lamb, Pitts, Aaron Jones, Slayton, and Jameis. Put $100 on Slayton, 102. Probably not a bad idea. I have some alt plays I like, but I'm not going to be able to do them all. Like I'm not going to be going that hard on the bankroll situation because that's a lot to put on alts all the way up for the 3 players, Slayton, Pitts, and what's his name? Slayton, 101 alts. Or 2. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna make sure I do that. That would be silly if I don't. Slayton, Jameis. That's basically what I'm betting on. Not quite 102, but like 100 and 101. 80 and 1. 80 and 1 and 6 catches. Something around. Whatever gets me to 19 PPR, half PPR points is what I'm betting on. So we got Gibbs here on the hurry up team. We got a BR team and a Wildcat team. All right, cool. We got a Monra on this one. Let's get a Wandale team. Robinson, Amos. I just feel like I'm always boxed to getting Barkley on every single one of these teams, and it doesn't feel great. I'm gonna sidestep that. I'm gonna go Rice, go 3 receivers, grab a running back later. I don't want to have. I feel like you're just kind of like. You feel like you have to, like, you take a Monra here, and you just feel like, oh, I want to do this, but I just have to take a running back now, and it's like you have to take Henry or Barkley. Like, I don't think you need to have all your Monra, all your JSN attached to Henry and Barkley or Henderson. And I don't really want Henderson anyway, so yeah, I have to think about that a little bit more, how I want to play it. All right, Gibbs. I have a lot of Gibbs Bowers. I want to have Gibbs Bowers on every single team I have. Let's do Gibbs, JMO, Rice. All right, I like that. Tight end. Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts, Josh Jacobs, Wandale Winston. I like that. All right, so let's get Gibbs, Warren, Rice. Easy game there. Josh Jacobs. Let's get Warren on this one. Goddard. Do Goddard. Josh Jacobs, Wandale, Winston. Think about Goddard. Is like Devonta Smith, AJ Brown feel like you need Dallas to push them. Goddard feels like Goddard's like almost the same as Hurts like this year. Like he just gets those like cheese touchdowns. Like if you're in the red zone, top 3 people I think are scoring: Hurts, Barkley, or Goddard, and Goddard being the 3rd one on the list. But yeah, it seems like he's been like game script like independent, like it doesn't matter. Whereas AJ Brown and Devonta Smith have been much more game script goes their way, they can pop off. Otherwise, they don't really do much. Which is really interesting, but yeah. Get Mahomes on this one. We can go get another Kyle Pitts team going here. Like Hunter Henry feels like a jam, but like there's a pretty decent shot that you're just like you pull the card over on Sunday, and Henry gets you 5 for 55, and you know Hooper scores a touchdown or something. Like you could definitely get super super tilted on that one. Get pits on this one. All right, on the clock over here. This is my Wildcat. Okay, Chase Brown, I guess. God, this is so annoying. It's fine. I needed some Chase Brown anyways. It's good. Let's just do this. JMO, and then we can go like Caleb unstacked or something. It's fine. Caleb unstacked feels better than Caleb stacked, but I would stack him with Burden on Burden and Rome, or just Burden, honestly. I don't think it's bad. Probably do some Caleb Rome stuff, or Caleb Rome and Caleb Burden. I think Rome is undrafted too. Yeah, Rome's pretty much undrafted, which is pretty interesting. Wandale and Jameis. We're getting my Jameis up, boys. Okay, almost done with all these now. BR incoming, y'all. Pickems incoming. Kyle Pitts. We got a good old hurry up done. Mahomes, Rice, JMO, Gibbs, Brees, and Kyle Pitts. Okay, and this one is going to be Caleb Williams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chase Brown, Rashee Rice, JMO, and Tyler Warren. Cool. All right, pick'em time. Let's do it. Okay, so Aaron Jones. They do have it. Beautiful. Kyle Pitts. 5.5 receptions. And let's do Jameis pass attempts. Just very simple, very to the point. $50 for 461. Easy game. Share that link. Here it is in the chat if you want to jump in on that stuff. Go ahead and do my links here. 3-pick. Put the description afterwards. All right. Alts. So we're going to reuse the players. We're going to knock all these up a little bit. We're going to go to 110 scrimmage for Kyle Pitts up to 7 catches. Okay, I see what's happening here. Okay, and then Jameis, we're going to rock him up to 40 attempts. Boom, shakalaka. There we go. So we'll do 20 on this one for 613. We'll boost it up a little bit. Yeah. Boom. Sweet. We're going to share that one in the chat as well. So this is just going to be this is going to be a very fun. This is going to be all about this Giants game stack. This Giants and Lions game is just going to be the whole theme of the Pickems, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, so let's do our Slayton thing here. So Slayton. Why not? Slayton there, and then we'll scroll JMO up to 120. There you go. 110 and 120. Just a cool 60x. Get that to 1,000 right there. 110 and 120 for those two guys. That is a mega alt. Play at your own risk there. Okay, and then the game stack. Lions, Giants. All right, let's have some fun here. Let's go Slayton. Just easy over the receiving yards. Wandale, 6 catches. Theo Johnson. Right there. We got Hodgins. Yeah, why not? Hodgins, 22.5. Okay, I don't know about this. Hold on. Okay, this one's fine. All right, so those three, just play them to be undervalued because they're going to score more. And then we get Amon-Ra. That's good. Brock Wright catches, feels pretty good. Let's get Jameson Williams. JMO to score a touchdown. And anything else on here? Kind of like can't decide on this one. I kind of like a few things here. I might just leave it as a 27x here. I think that's just probably fair. Put 30 on that. 33. Darius Slayton, Wandale, Theo over Amon-Ra, Brock Wright, JMO. Just very, very simple to the point there. Not saying it's simple to hit, but simple to the point in terms of the stack. And there we have it. That's it, y'all. We are ready for week 12. Hope you guys are all ready as well. That was a lot of fun today. Thanks for hanging out. Good time as always. Let's throw this on as we wrap up here. But yeah, excited. We got, 3 more weeks of the regular season, and then we're here to playoff best ball, and then best ball playoffs, and then playoff best ball after that. So truly just a lot of fun stuff coming up the pipeline. Yeah. I hope you guys have been enjoying all the content. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hope you guys are having a good season. And yeah, good luck this week in week 12. Win your fantasy contests, win your DFS, win your matchups. I got 4, 5. I think I have 5 leagues going right now. I'm doing good in 4 of them. One of them I'm doing horrible in, but 4 to 5 in terms of hit rate is pretty good. I'll take that. Yeah, so it should be fun. Got a couple dynasties in there, a couple of redrafts. Hopefully those go well, and the playoffs as well. But we'll keep you posted on those as we get there. But yeah, you guys all enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Enjoy your Thanksgiving next week. I'll try to do like a Tuesday night, little recording. Maybe probably Wednesday. Honestly, I'll do a recording. Would be a good day to do that. Get a recording in, talk about the Thanksgiving slate. Super fun slate. Fun to be hanging out with the family, enjoying those games, spending time with family, all that stuff. Spending time with your friends, whatever you're doing. It's good to just sit back and reflect on things and be happy. Try to enjoy those moments for sure. Cherish them. And yeah, as always, guys, find value in everything you do. I appreciate you guys a ton. Thanks for hanging out. Hoping I can help you guys, even if it's just one person. I know we don't have a big community here, but even if I can just help one person with their process or whatever it may be, just, you know, think about things in a different way, enjoying it more, whatever it is, I'm happy to do that. And hopefully we can keep on growing this bad boy. So appreciate you guys all hanging out. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. And if I don't see you before then, I'll be there. I'll be here before Thanksgiving, but if I don't see you until then, have a good Thanksgiving. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.